This is the world's most powerful gaming tablet. The new Asus ROG Z13 Flow can do everything, from gaming on the go, watching movies, and productivity. This is an all-in-one tablet device that is a little bit of a mix of everything. You've got a tablet, you've got a laptop, and also kind of a desktop gaming PC if you equip it with some additional accessories. Traditionally, when it comes to a gaming laptop, for me personally, I usually have to spec it quite high because I am what you would call a content creator. I need a PC that can edit videos while I travel, so usually it needs a beast CPU, but also a dedicated GPU for obviously rendering out all that stuff on the timelines in DaVinci Resolve, and then a little bit of gaming, of course, when I'm on the go. Now, usually my go-to laptops are things like the Zephyrus G14 or even the G16. They're super thin, lightweight, got the aluminium design, OLED display as well, so you've got very good color accuracy. And I would never have thought that essentially a tablet, like an iPad, could facilitate the exact same thing. The brand new Z13 Flow is incredibly high spec. You've got a 180Hz display that is touchscreen, and if you pair this with a stylus, you can use this for arts, sort of graphic design, drawing on things, or even note-taking at various different events. It's very fitting because obviously we're here at CES and we're at a lot of different keynotes with people talking about lots of different percentages and numbers. Now, it's a very interesting form factor with the Z13 Flow. You've got this ultra-portable gaming tablet that has a detachable keyboard and also a kickstand. This kickstand allows a lot of flexibility with the orientation of the device, so you can have it like a traditional laptop, but you could also rotate the device and have it flipped over on itself. It takes up a tiny amount of surface area, which was insane when we were using this on the plane. And then when we paired this with a Bluetooth controller, like an Xbox controller, we could essentially just use the Z13 Flow as a crazy display, whilst also playing our games and not taking up too much space. But inside of this system is one of the latest AMD processors. This is 16 cores, and the specific model I've got of the Z13 Flow is spec'd with 32GB of RAM. This is a lot of horsepower in a very small form factor. It's also got this pretty cool grille at the rear that shows a bit of the motherboard with some RGB effects that you can customize. And also when the device is low on battery, it will show that it's charging with like a red flashing light that's quite cool. Now, when it comes to this AMD CPU that's inside of the tablet, I guess it's kind of a little bit like, these handheld gaming consoles that have got these AMD Ryzen processors inside of them, and you'd think that could never run a game in a million years, but somehow you can play Spider-Man or something crazy on your little ROG Ally X. It's kind of the same thing here on this tablet. There'd be certain games that you would never in a million years think would work. Indiana Jones is one of them, the latest one. Spider-Man, of course, is another great one. All of these games play flawlessly on the tablet, but if you want extra performance, you can pair this with the brand new eGPU that Asus has just released at CES as well. This is the brand new Asus ROG XG Mobile. This is an eGPU that's housing NVIDIA's latest GPU series, the new RTX series that's in that. This allows you to essentially convert the Z13 Flow into a desktop laptop, so you can dock it back at home with the eGPU, have a desktop equivalent graphics card. This is running via Thunderbolt 5, unlike older Z13 style devices that had a proprietary connection on them, which made it a little bit inconvenient. So you could also use any brand eGPU if you already got one. But this is quite an exciting proposition. I've never really thought about this, but I run multiple devices. I usually have an insane gaming PC that I use for my core editing and also gaming back at home. And then when I travel, I have something a little bit more lighter weight, but powerful enough to get the job done. But if this means I could use something like the Z13 Flow for everything, so I have one laptop or tablet that I can travel with, but then come home and dock it and it turns into my desktop PC, that's really interesting and a concept that could be leveraged very well, because a lot of the times when you're working across multiple different devices, you can completely forget to sync files up. So you rack up to Las Vegas like we are right now, and then you forgot to upload a certain file onto your cloud server or something, and it's on the desktop PC at home, and it just makes your life very difficult and frustrating. Now, this is just one of the super cool devices that Asus has dropped here at CES 2025. Along with the ROG Z13 Flow, there has been some update and refreshes to the ROG Strix G16 and G18 for 2025. And my personal favorite laptop from last year, the Zephyrus G14 and G16, has had an update and refresh for 2025. Looks pretty much identical to the old one. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But internally, it's obviously got the latest NVIDIA and also some offerings from Intel and AMD. And also some new exciting gaming monitors that I think we'll probably check out in some upcoming videos. Now, if you want to learn more about the latest NVIDIA RTX GPU series, you should check out this video next, because if you like this, you'll like that.